On tonight's show, we have fashion designer and owner of the World Collective clothing line, Deon Devante. And now for your host, KoolKard. What's up, I can't even talk. What's up, everybody? Episode 54 is in effect right now. Kicking it with KoolKard. I am your host, KoolKard. Thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody that has tuned in, supported me, watched even a minute, I appreciate you. This month is my anniversary month. I've been doing this for a whole year now. And I'm telling you, I've had some unbelievable guests on here. Some amazing moments, good knowledge, good value that's been dropped. I hope you guys were able to take something away, just something. And that's all I want. That's all I ask. That's what I do it for. Just take a little bit away that can help you in your journey and whatever you're doing. All right. That is what I'm here for. I do this for you. Can't do it without you. So I appreciate you. For real. You don't even understand. I appreciate you because you are a part of my journey. You're a part of my dream, my quest to get my own talk show on TV. Listen, man, I'm grateful. I'm thankful. So yes, this is my anniversary month, 1 year in the making, doing it, started it from scratch. Here I am. Episode 54, y'all. Once I get to 100, I'm going to do something special. I was trying to do something special for 50. Had a performance, a nice little performance. It's going to be something nice, like real late night talk show type of stuff. But it didn't work out. But anyway, I'm going to bring you something nice for my 100th episode. I'm going to step it up a notch too. I'm going to step my game up too. So I'm just building up, y'all. I'm just building. So work with me. Bear with me. It's coming. But tonight, I got a fashion designer. Yeah, a fashion designer. And I'm wearing the clothing. I know I showed you on the last episode, the World Collective. I don't know if you can see that. My lower third's in the way a little bit. Anyway, let me bring my camera down so y'all can see me. Check that out. There you go. A little bit. You can see a little bit. Anyway, I'm bringing on a fashion designer by the name of Deon Devante, the World Collective brand. Check him out on Instagram, the World Collective 365. He's doing great things. The message behind his brand and what he's doing with it is incredible. So I just had to bring him on here so he could speak about it. Just tell you everything that he got going on. Just tell you all the amazing stuff that actually has been happening to him ever since he's launched. You know what I mean? He's brand new in the game, but he's making a lot of headway. All right. So without further ado, let me bring him in with that little warm welcome that I like to bring in the KoolKard way, and we're gonna dig into his brain and try to get some value out of that, out of our conversation. Let's say that. All right. So without further ado, let's do this. Welcome to the show, Deon Devante. What's going on?
What's going on, man? Thank you for having me. And congrats on the 1 year. It's definitely been a journey watching you, so definitely thankful to be a part of the show.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Everybody that's been, just been a little fabric of the production of my experience, my journey, man. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. Anybody who watches every week, man, I'm really, really thankful for that. That I can just kind of attract some people and keep them locked in. But anybody who's checked the show out, maybe the show is not for you, but if you checked it out, you showed love, you shared it, whatever, man, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I do it for the people. So anybody that's watching and that's giving me their time and their energy, man, I really appreciate that. I don't take it for granted, So you're one of them. You're a guest. You're lending me your time. You come on here, be transparent, talk about your brand. I see you got your clothing on in the background, man. It's looking good. I got the fabrics on. It's feeling good quality. So I can attest to that.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So the World Collective. Tell me about the brand. Like, what is it all about? What does it mean to you, the World Collective?
Yeah, so the World Collective is a project I've been working on for about 5 years. Just with my friend Austin. We've really just been low key, just trial and error. Different logos here, different ideas there. I definitely got a lot of experience and knowledge from my friend Dylan. He had his brand, the work, no, work for something.
Okay.
Definitely helped him out a lot with that as much as I could. So,
So you kind of learned
but
along
when I,
the way doing things for him, working with his brand, and kind of taking
yeah,
notes,
yeah,
a
definitely.
notepad, like, all right, I need to do this. Okay, this is what I.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was like the first thing kind of in motion, like getting out, spreading awareness, like doing photo shoots, rather than just doing research on your phone or,
Yeah.
just jotting down notes all day. It's kind of different from actually like getting out there. So that was really when I first like started to go out and do that. It was a great experience. And then from there, I just took my time with it. Uh, Austin definitely helped me along the way, sorry, along the way.
Okay.
So it was really dope, and I had a lot of artists around me that was really amazing as well. One by the name of Janice, she's really dope.
So what is
But
so,
yeah,
so all the people that you're naming, like, what part do they play in the production of your line?
oh, they were a huge part. They were the curators. They were the motivation. It's, this isn't about me, so I love to just involve a lot of my friends that are artists because I know a lot of them, and just work with them and just kind of pick their brain and allow my creative, insight, and we just work together, and it's always just amazing. So,
Yeah. So
and
Janet, you
that's
speak
what I want to
about.
lead going forward as well.
So you speak about Janet. Did she do some of the artwork? Like, what was she doing?
Yeah, she sketched up like two designs. The
Okay.
planet one that you see behind me,
Okay.
that's her. Uh, she worked with Austin, and he was able to graphic design it and give it a more realistic appeal from the drawing.
Okay.
Um, and it's, by the way, but yeah, she's really dope.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about that logo back there. Like what's going on? Because I know you were talking to me, off air or whatever about the meaning behind it, and then
Hmm.
you got the little spaceship there and it's beaming down. On first glance, someone can just make an assumption of what it means, but can you kind of go in depth about what it means to you? Because I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, most definitely. So, as far as the spaceship, is symbolism, we are actually the aliens of this earth. So, as far as the beam, lighting down on it, from the spaceship, that's really subjective as far as how you take it. A lot of people, I ask them, and they say, it looks like a lot of doomsday, vibes, and
Mhm.
it's taking from the earth. But I feel like that's really subjective. So it's really just how you take it, whether we're giving or taking. I'm on the side of giving,
Okay.
and that's what we need more,
So you're
and that's what the
giving
brand is about.
so you're giving the earth life pretty much.
Exactly. Like,
Okay.
and I feel like we still have, opportunity to do that through like-minded individuals like myself and artists that I work with. Um, so, I have a very hopeful, for the future of just like humanity and just artists in general.
Okay.
But that's what I see when I look at it. But I love the, subjective feel of it because I like to get a lot of different answers and feedback. So
So for you, basically, you're kind of moving in a direction to being a humanitarian, and you're doing that with this brand and representing that movement. Is that what you're saying?
yes, yeah, most definitely.
Okay. So I mean, that's kind of prominent in these days and times because that's what we need.
No,
Humanitarianism. You know what I'm saying? We need that. Right?
especially, yeah, especially around this time. So, but like I said, this has been in the makings of 5 years. So for it to come out right now, it's just, timing is everything. God's gonna make it happen at the right
Yeah.
timing. So never question that. So it's just crazy. It just happened all right now.
So what type of culture are you trying to create with your brand? I mean, the World Collective, that name, it says a lot. What type of
Hmm.
culture within your company and just whoever buys into the brand, like what type of culture are you trying to create? And what I mean by that, if you think of Supreme,
Yeah.
you may not even be able to explain Supreme, but when you say Supreme, you know what it is and you get that feeling and you know the culture, reselling, hype beast type of stuff, collabs, You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like
Yeah.
I like to call it like high society fashion for the urban, community. And it's not all urban, you got,
Yeah.
when I say urban, I'm just saying like inner city, the hip hop community, just the culture.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? The culture itself, but it has a subculture. Supreme has a subculture. So if you understand
Yeah. Yeah.
that, what
It
type
has
of
a gray area, so.
yeah, exactly. So what type of culture are you trying to create with your brand?
Well, my brand is a lifestyle and streetwear brand. It's appealing to everyone who just, wants to serve a bigger purpose as far as giving back to the communities and giving back to the youth and just installing resources to ensure a healthy future for the human race.
Okay.
And that's just really what we're about, just identifying different things in, cultures and individualism and just identifying that makes us one as the
Right.
human race as well. So we're just we do that through entertainment and design, and just any way we can, just do content and just dope designs.
Yeah. And I get that too, from your photo shoot, from like your whole campaign and the spread that you did for your launch. Like you're out, I don't even know where you are. You're out in the wilderness somewhere, whatever. But I get that feeling like, okay, getting back to the earth, getting back to nature, getting back to what's real, getting back to something natural. You know what I mean? Like that's what I get from that shoot. That's the feel that I get. Is that what you were going for? Because
Oh yes, most definitely.
Okay.
So the collection is actually called World by Storm. So I wanted to give it that space theme, before time type of thing. So I wanted to make sure that the theme of the photo shoot, you just really couldn't tell that we're in a big city or just we're in the city whatsoever. And I just wanted to make it look, unestablished basically, and nature
Okay.
wise. So
Yeah.
I thought it was a really dope approach on it.
Yeah. So it's like it's funny because you're saying it's unestablished, and you're saying with the logo on the back, you got the spaceship, and you're giving the Earth life. So it's like almost
Exactly.
in that photo shoot, which I think you accomplished. In that photo shoot, it's like you're giving life because you got all these people in the photo shoot from different walks of life, different nationalities, ethnicities, or whatever, and you're out in nature. And it's almost kind of like I don't know if I'm going too deep for you, but it's almost kind of like a Adam and Eve type of thing. It's kind of like the beginning, nature, the becoming, and then think about this because it was your launch, so it's like the beginning, like
It's
Adam and Eve
perfect,
out in
luckily.
nature.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's what
no,
I
I
get
definitely
from.
dig that.
Yeah, that's what I get from that.
No, I appreciate that, and that's why I said everything that I did. It really took a long time to plan out. I love making it subjective as far as what I plan because I love hearing the different, you know, theories or answers that I get.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that because a lot of people, it's hard to kind of get your brand ID across starting out, especially when you have like a lot going on. So I really appreciate that attention to detail.
Yeah, and that's why you're on here, and that's why you have to do press junkets and and media and stuff like that, so you can kind of get the word
Yeah.
out and just get connect with people because people love when they can connect and they can feel like they're a part of the process. You know what I'm saying? They can feel like they're a part of your process, a part of your journey. They can feel like they were there from the beginning, seeing it grow. Seeing the different designs that come about, being able to wear it, being able to touch it, being able to feel it, being able to smell it, and then be a part of the culture. It's all about
Exactly.
community. You know what I'm saying? The brands that really win out here are the brands that have a community. Supreme has a community. You know what the Supreme
Yeah.
community is because you were a part of that. You were buying, you were
Yeah.
selling, you were wearing, and you know what comes with that. You know the price points that come with that. You know what to expect as far as the quality and the materials and the fabrics. You know what type of people that you're gonna run across when you're in line waiting on a launch. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a
Yeah.
community. So yeah, you're on your way because you're creating that. You're creating that, and
Definitely.
I really feel like you get it, because there's a lot of people, and it's okay, because some people don't get it at first. They just go, they just do, because they feel like they can't stand still, and I get that, because that's how I am. I'm pretty sure that's how you are, and it's okay to not have all the answers at first because you're growing with your brand or whatever. But I feel like you're ahead of the curve, because I feel like you do understand where you're going. I feel like you have put a lot of thought into it. You know what I mean? Even with the, the visuals, the materials, like this is good quality. You know what I mean? This is good quality. Like this
Most
almost
definitely.
like it, you can wear it in the fall, right?
Hmm.
And you can also wear it in the winter because it does keep you a little warm. And
Yeah.
so you could throw a jacket on with this if it gets too cold, but it's comfortable and it's like a good quality. And I got the purple one. The purple one's even thicker, but it's still
Hmm.
a good feel. It's a good quality and it's thick. And you know what I like about the brand and the clothing? Like I pay attention to design. I pay attention to detail. It has a lot of detail. Like you got this little patch right here. Like I think
Yeah,
that,
the woven label. Yeah.
yeah, like I think like
Yeah.
stuff like that, man. It's just the details. It just makes it more appealing. It makes it more
Yeah. No.
appealing. It looks like you put more money, like you really spent some money and put your,
Yeah.
like you put your money where your mouth is, and you really got a passion and you're paying attention to the details. And it's okay. I'll say this, and also too, with the whole curation thing in the back of the tag, I can't show you that, but you got the names of, like, what's her name, Janet or Janice?
Janice. Yeah. Janice.
You got her
Janice and
name back there, and I think you
mhm.
have written out what she does and whoever else. Like
Yeah.
that's cool. Like that's the different things that I think that will like resonate with people and say, man,
Hmm.
you know what? This clothing line's a little different, and it's the details, because everybody and anybody can make a T-shirt,
No,
but
definitely, and that's the approach I was going for, and I'm really glad you said that and chimed in on that because with planning this out, I really wanted to make hoodies,
mm,
like starting out, and I had a lot of different things I wanted to do, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So
yeah,
I really wanted to make hoodies, and then it started to roll around the winter time, but I feel like t-shirts or just long sleeve shirts is more impressionable to drop as a first piece because you can wear it with anything, and even
right,
though it's like an under layer, um like you said, you could wear it in the fall, you could wear it in the summer, you can wear it anytime. So I want it to be something impressionable that you can wear all year round,
yeah.
with the first drop. So
Yeah. And I think you're very smart to drop a beanie with that. You know why?
mm,
Because a person is not going to wear the same shirt every day, but they can wear that beanie every day and your logo's on
mhm,
there. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
So
exactly.
just coming out, just dropping, like that is huge. So I really
Mhm,
think, and we'll get into your price points, but I really think you should push the beanies like hard. Cause it's the dead of winter. You guys just had a snowstorm. You're in New York, right? So you just had a
mhm.
snowstorm, and what are people gonna put on their head every time they step out that door? A beanie,
Yeah,
a
that is
hat,
true.
something, right? And they can
Mhm.
wear that same beanie every single day, and nobody's ever gonna say anything like, "Oh, they're not gonna say, oh, you dirty, you wear the same thing over and over." But with a shirt, they'll be like, "Hey, man, you doing all right? You homeless? You wear you got the same clothes on
Yeah,
every
no, for
day."
sure.
You know what I'm saying? But with the
Yeah.
beanie, man, come on, that's marketing.
Yeah, I
You
put
got
on a
walking
hat
billboards.
every time. Every time. Even if it's not this beanie, I always put on a hat. So, a hat
Yeah,
is definitely a key piece in the collection.
yeah, for
So,
sure. So let's talk about your price points. What are your price points?
all right. So for the shirt that I have on, this one is 55. And then the planet one, the black one is 65. And then the purple is a limited edition purple. Like you said, it's a little thicker, and that one is 60.
Okay.
The beanie, both beanies, black and white, is 30. And yeah, those are the price points. And this, I had like accessories with those sold out.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. And by the way, that the one with the plant in the back, y'all. Hold on. See my thing. All right, here we go. This is what's on the front. What does this mean? Talk about this.
Yes. So that is a Pohitian alphabet, and yes, so that is one of the first alphabets, and it's actually kind of crazy because a lot of the things, it has like a lot of underlying messages as well using the Pohitians. And
Say that
sorry if I'm
again.
not
What
saying
is
it right.
what alphabet is that?
The Pohitians or Pohitians, a lot of,
Okay.
yeah. So, um, but yeah, it's a lot of underlayers with them too as well, because they were one of the first English alphabets of today's time, that we were able to use and actually understand and have like a basic structure alphabet. So with the theme being before time, I kind of wanted to tap into that and use an earlier like writing scripture
Okay.
and just tie that in. And then with the limited edition purple, Pohitians were actually very notorious for the origins of the color purple, due to the snails that they would trade and have. So it was a really different type of approach that I wanted to do,
Mm.
because it is purple for a galaxy, but with the Phoenicians, that color purple means a lot more. So
Okay. Cool. So you what does this mean? What is this saying?
oh, that is yeah, I'm sorry about that. That is TWC for the World Collective, and
Okay.
that is in the font of the Phoenician
TWC.
alphabet.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
see, I'm telling you, something like this, like details. And people like different stuff. People like
hmm
stuff, people like things with a story behind it. And if they have to ask, if okay, first and foremost, when people are shopping, they're gonna like it because it looks cool, right? But then if they
Yeah.
have to ask, like, well, what does that mean? And you got a cool story with it and a good meaning behind it, that's creating that culture. They start to buy into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Something
exactly.
big.
And I can go on. Oh, I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, just as far as like the details, that's why I wanted it to be like a story. I wanted it to just be more than just put in, a graphic on a shirt.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about with the neck tag. I can actually
Yeah, show
show
us
you.
that. Show us that.
Um,
That was cool. I thought that was pretty cool. I've never seen that before.
but that is the concept too with the whole brand. Just us starting out. This is the story. This is the first chapter. So you got to put your imprint out there in the world. And I kind of wanted this to be like a movie title, ending credits type of thing. So it has,
Cool.
yeah, so it has the logo,
Yeah, that's
the
cool.
name of the collection, and then it has all the participants. This one, it just has me and Austin, because this is the one where me and Austin.
That's the prototype. That's the prototype right there.
Yeah, this is the logo. So, but yeah,
Okay.
and then it just has like the credits, the names and what they contributed to. But yeah, man, it is a story, so that's why I wanted to have that meaning as well.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. So what are you doing as far as trying to? I know you got your website. Drop your website. What's the website? Where can they check you out and purchase?
Oh yeah, so it's definitely at www.theworldcollective.world. So theworldcollective.world, not
Okay.
.com, .world.
That will. I'll have everything in the
Mm-hmm.
description down below. They can click all the links. Get right there to you. Y'all check them out
All
on
right, for
Instagram
sure.
too.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
The World Collective
Yeah,
365. What are you on Twitter? What's your Twitter?
the Twitter is TWC365.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah,
I go support the brand, man. It's good quality. It's good stuff. Feels good. It looks good. It is good.
yeah,
Go
man.
support the
Thank you,
brand.
thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that detail, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. I pay attention. So yeah, when I
Mhm.
see something cool and I like it. Yeah. And I even like the packaging. When you sent me some stuff in the mail, you had the World Collective on the pack. Like really
Oh
professional.
yeah.
Like you
hmm
launched the right way, you know?
Thank
Like,
you.
cause a lot of people, they'll put a logo on a shirt, but then they still got like jersey tags in the back, you know?
hmm No, definitely, definitely. I mean, everybody has to start some way. So, definitely I have a lot of friends I've supported, and everybody has to start some way. So
Yeah,
it doesn't, like, to me, I just want to put out the best thing
absolutely.
possible. So, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And people
So, yeah.
appreciate that. And I get it. Everybody has to start somewhere. Everybody may not have the budget to, do all the things that you did. And that's okay, But I'll say this, people appreciate the details. So when they get a shirt, like if it's okay, you hit up people and say, hey, I got my clothing line, man. Just want to see if you want to support whatever. Here's my stuff. And they see it and they like the logo or whatever. Because they never touched it, because you're just calling them on the phone or whatever, but you show them a picture. Hey, I'm gonna send you a picture. This is what it is. And they see it and they're like, oh yeah, that's cool. I like it. I'm gonna support you. And they support you because maybe they support you just because they support you, or maybe they really like it. But then when they get it and they see the shirt, like they know what they're getting already. But then when they get it and they see that you have your custom tag in the back, you got this, you know what I mean? You got this down here. The quality feels good. It impresses them. They say, oh, okay, I didn't really expect this, just starting out, but people appreciate that. So trust me, it's appreciated that you went the extra mile to say, you know what? I'm not going to have a jersey tag in the back of my shirts. I'm going to have my own custom thing. I'm going to have it. And you went even further. You know what I mean? Like, you got a whole curation back there, a whole movie theme. Like, people appreciate that. So,
thank you.
Yeah.
Man.
Continue to do that. Continue to be about the details, man. Be about the details. So,
for sure.
And I'll say this too. So, your price point is up there. I don't even, it's probably not supreme price point, but it's up there. You got some people out there that's not going to pay $65 for a t-shirt. But there's some people out there that will and think nothing of it. You know what I mean? But, so what you're doing is what you need to be doing for people to buy in, to want to spend $65 for a t-shirt. Because people aren't going to spend $65 for just a regular old t-shirt. But when they can see the stuff that you're doing and the little details, they appreciate it and they'll pay it. Because they feel like it's worth it. They feel like the quality's there, the worth is there. Because they see what you put into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So that's how you create your culture.
And I definitely didn't want to do something to where I was gonna sell cheap and then start increasing my prices. So
yeah. If you're gonna be expensive,
shift the message.
Because one thing you gotta understand about buyers, and I even feel that way too. I hate when a brand kind of lures you in, they kind of reel you in, bait you in with them low prices, and you start loving it, and you go back and it's double the price. Now you feel offended. I feel insulted. I feel like you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I feel like taken advantage of. I feel lied to as a consumer. You know what I mean? Like, why would you? I understand why, because you got to start and you gotta get people going. But it's like, if you believe in what you're doing and you believe in your brand and you know the worth, just put it out there at the worth that you feel that it is. Don't bait people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Don't bait people, because you lose people like that.
Doing the right thing.
Right. Because you lose people like that. People probably will never buy from you again because they feel offended. They feel insulted. Taking advantage of.
And I feel like a lot of people really don't look at it from like a design perspective, which is okay, because not everybody thinks in different perspectives based on your profession and what you have access to. And there are a lot of people that think about it. But my thing is that if you're doing the right thing and you're putting a lot of effort, like, I said I put in 5 years, but that doesn't really matter, because I have a lot of great people around me who help me along the way, who help make this, and who knows the vision of this and thinks past this collection, and just have like great hopes for the future. But like I said, everything was really planned out, and I'm trying to build a brand, and I'm trying to do more than just clothing. Like, it's really not about full on clothing. Like, I'm not in this to say like I make the best clothing. Like, it would be nice, and I'm gonna do the best clothing that I can every single collection. But as far as the pricing, I just feel like it's different views that I get with how people look at it. Because if I really wanted to make the most money out of this, I would price it cheaper,
Yeah.
and I would capitalize off of that.
Yeah.
But if it's design, then obviously it's going to be priced higher. If there's higher fabrics, if there's higher
You got
quality,
cost involved.
exactly.
You got
So that's why Louis Vuitton asks the price they ask, and Gucci and so on,
cover the
because
cost.
they're not
gotta make
just
a profit.
yeah. I mean, even though they've gotten to a point to where their empire is able to make a prototype of their items dirt cheap, it's still quality at the end of the day that you're paying for. So
one thing, man, never explain yourself when it comes to your price.
yeah, of
If
course.
if you know your worth, you know your worth. If people gonna buy it, they're gonna buy it because they believe in it, and it's quality. If they don't want it, it's okay. Everybody's not gonna buy it. Hey, listen, that shirt could be made of gold, and people are just not gonna buy it. That's just what it is. Some people just won't buy a $65 t-shirt. I don't care how good it looks. I don't care how good it feels. That's just what it is. And then you got others, they will. So you market to them. You find your niche. You find your demographic, and you market to them, and you build that community up.
No, and that's what I'm just focusing on doing. It's kind of a huge shift, just working on it, and then you finally release it to the world, and you have to shift focus on marketing and just upkeep on orders. But most definitely, I appreciate all the support I've been getting, and I've gotten a huge response, like more than I expected. So I'm really blessed for that. And I just look at it as, even if I did sell out to my friends and family, that like I wouldn't to outreach and do more and build a community like you said. So I'm really grateful for everything so far.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate you coming on, sharing your empire, your empire with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's gonna grow, man. You're on the right track. You're doing the right things. The visuals are great. Quality is great. The details are great. Designs are great. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, brother. Keep promoting yourself. Listen, keep selling it. Give your giveaways.
Likewise,
do your pop-up shops. Let people be a walking billboard for you, man, and just keep growing. Yeah, don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about the prices. If you know your word, you know your word. You never have to explain yourself if you're confident in what you're doing and knowing your word. So don't explain yourself. It's okay to take constructive criticism. It's okay to take ideas from your inner circle. Outside of that, well, you got to pay attention to what your customers want too. But
yeah, for sure.
But you know who you're selling to.
You stay true. Yeah, it's all about staying true to yourself and keeping the balance and stuff.
You know what you know.
I definitely understand that.
And you know what they like. So do that, and
for sure,
you're not gonna go wrong. But yeah, man, appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate that though, and I appreciate you as well. I appreciate the 100th episode.
Yeah, man.
You keep doing your thing too. Because I can say all the things that you just said to me about you as well. So
I appreciate that.
Just keep grinding, man.
Appreciate that. I'm headed to 100, man. Once I get to 100, it's gonna be something. I'm telling you, something's gonna shift.
Sure.
I'm gonna do some different things. Some things gonna shift. Good things been happening behind the scenes for me. Each and every week, I just keep doing it, keep staying consistent, and that's what it's all about. You stay consistent with making the clothes, keep promoting, keep grinding, work your social media, just connect, man. Network. That's it.
Likewise. Everybody, if you notice, everybody, I mean, at least for, my life, everybody around me is evolving, and they're doing great things, despite COVID. So it's really been a blessing, man. Honestly, this year, just depending on your mind state and your perspective, personally, this has been one of the greatest years of my life. So I'm really blessed, man. And
I can agree.
It may be a bad year for humanity because a lot of crazy things are going on, but that's what this brand is for too. So
yeah. With everything that you're doing, definitely, I would hope, and I'm pretty sure you will, start up some nonprofits or something, man. charities, something like that or whatever, if you want to do the
Yeah, for sure.
to give
For
back.
sure. In the future, charities, nonprofits, we definitely plan on working with international companies, building schools, going 75% eco by 2025. So, I have a lot of things planned.
That's what's up, man. We'll keep going. The World Collective, y'all. The World Collective 365 on Instagram. Y'all make sure you go follow, check them out. Check out the brand. Check out the website, theworldcollective.world website. Y'all go pick up something, man. Pick up a piece or two, spend that money. It's good stuff. Trust me, you won't be disappointed at all. It's good stuff. Yo, episode 54, y'all. Y'all have a Merry Christmas. I won't see you for Christmas. So y'all enjoy your family, enjoy your loved ones. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Jack Frost is nipping at your nose. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and all that. But y'all want to thank everybody that's tuning in. Episode 54, man. We out of here. Hey, check me out, though. Episode 55, you never know who I might have. All right? We out here. We just kicking it. We cooling. And we out.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.